People, good day to everyone. Today we're gonna check the blood of the Dawnwalker. This will be my first impression. I never watched this video so far, so we're gonna watch it together and I'll tell you what I think about the game. What I only know so far is that the real developers from CD Projekt Red, so those that created Witcher games, are on this project, and that's why they are called, I think, Rebel Wolves, which makes sense. CD Projekt Red is gone, and this is the new Witcher. Witcher 4 will be a complete flop, while I have high hopes for the Blood of the Dawnwalker. Let's watch it for the very first time. Sounds like
Hello,
Witcher music.
my name is Daniel Sadowski and I'm the design director at Rebel Wolves. I would like to welcome you to the Blood of Dawnwalker summer gameplay video. Our game is a story-driven, open-world dark fantasy RPG set in medieval Europe. The game is currently in pre-beta stage, and what we are going to show you is just a part of one of the mid-game quests. It's a really cool story involving legendary swords and a haunted almshouse.
I was actually muted. It looks a lot like Witcher 2, way much more than Witcher 3, because the game is on a budget, yeah. But the most important thing would be the gameplay. Let's see.
But today, we'll focus on showcasing our gameplay systems. We're starting on the outskirts of Svartro, the game's largest city and the capital of Vale Sangora. From here, we could head anywhere the eye can see, explore ancient ruins or sabotage vampire blood transports. But it's not just about where or when you go. It's also about how you approach the main quest and shape the story, making each playthrough uniquely your own. For now, we're following the road. Cohen is on his way to the city's Cathedral, chasing leads about a powerful weapon said to be hidden in its crypts. But first, we'll have to deal with some bandits who camped out by the main road. Traveling through Vale Sangora is never boring. The world is dense with quests, random encounters, and locations steep in lore. This will be a great opportunity to show you our combat system. Our goal was to make the player feel like a real swordmaster who closely observes his enemies.
I like this part a lot, that you can pause like this in the middle of combat to pick what you want to do to the enemy. You can probably stun them, bleed them, God knows what, similar like in Witcher.
Begin this fight by using acrid dust to stun one of the enemies. Now, when you attack, you choose one of 4 directions: up, down, left or right, in order to hit the...
You can tell it's Witcher, those stances from Witcher 1. What he calls up, down, left, right, stances from Witcher 1. Great.
opponent where he is unable to parry. And similarly, when defending, you have to take note of the enemy's intent and the direction of the attack. On the left side of the screen, just above Cohen's health, you have activation charges that will be filled in with each successful attack, block and parry. Once they are full, you can use one of the active abilities which allow you to take a more tactical approach to fighting. We start.
Even that execution was straight up animation from Witcher 3, you know, when enemies swing, he goes to the side and then cuts their head. I love combat, man, it's great, it's very immersive, you need to be careful non-stop. I hope they're gonna ramp the difficulty though, but it looks really nice, I like it.
Started the fight by throwing some acrid dust. And now let's cast Burning Blood. It's a hex which boils the enemy's blood and burns their skin, dealing physical damage over time. Alright, time to finish this fight. Let's use the final activation charge to cast the archery attack, which actually the
And the game is also bloody, heads are flying, it has a lot of gore, bloody well done. It's gonna be great, I can already tell. I'm actually shocked.
decapitated the last opponent. Our hero quickly dispatched the bandits, so let's loot a few items they've left behind and open the inventory. First of all,
User interface, they need to work a bit on user interface. It really reminds me a lot of Witcher 3, that there's no comment about this, but they need to work on user interface to look slightly better than it is right now. It feels like indie AA, you know? They can do something, some artwork behind or whatever, just it looks bland.
of all, let's replenish our health by eating something. And then take a closer look at this cool-looking weapon we just picked up. Ah, it has better stats than our current weapon, so let's equip it right now. We've also leveled up, so let's use this opportunity to spend the newly acquired skill point in one of Cohen's skill trees. The skills in the Blood of Dawnwalker are divided into 3 trees. One for human, one for vampire, and one shared between the two.
Like in Witcher, one for humans, the other one for monsters, in this case, vampires. It's fine, they have full right to do it, because they created Witcher, yeah. They don't have rights to the name, but they have rights to do what they want with their new game. For sure. Considering they're the original devs. Also, what I like to say here, I like the design of the skill tree. It's not way too complicated. Should be great for everyone, I guess.
We also have an active abilities panel. We can use it to unlock additional abilities to use during combat. Note that during the day, the health bar is not regenerating. You need to find consumables like the one we've just eaten. The hexes we've just used also consume some of Cohen's health. Be aware of that. The way our magic system works, there's always a price to pay for manipulating reality. But we can make it sting a bit less. Let's level up the Frugal Witchcraft skill, so next time we'll cast a hex, it'll consume fewer of Cohen's health points. Now that we've wrapped up the encounter with the bandits, we can be on our way to get inside the city. Right now, Cohen hasn't done enough to ruffle the Vampire Lord's feathers, so the gods will just wave us through. But the more damage you cause, the more suspicious and aggressive they'll become. So when you play the game yourself, you'll have to decide whether you want to challenge the vampires openly, or lay low until you're ready to strike and surprise them.
It's even bigger than I remembered. And it's grander than before. They're putting in new stained glass. The Knyaz doesn't deny the old faith.
Out of my face.
This is the rich district of the city, Silberkreis. There's also Altermarkt, Neustadt, and the Middens. Each of the boroughs has its own feel and character.
Get your stinking ass out of here.
I was just passing through, I swear. I got tired and sat down and started begging.
Looming high over the city is Brensis's castle, Greifberg. He took it over when he slaughtered the human ruler of the valley, Skender, as shown in the trailer we shared with you earlier in January this year. In order to complete the main quest and save your family, you'll have to storm the castle, alone or with help of friendly NPCs. We could do it right now if we wanted, but it would be super challenging.
No more drink for you, my friend. Go home.
Oh, let me. I just want to. Oh, let me in.
You made a mess, and it's not that.
There's more Witcher vibes in this game than in Witcher 4. It's nuts. Really nuts.
That kind of inn.
Let's check the map. The Cathedral is really close. There's plenty of other places.
See the mini map, world map. Everything looks nice and clear. I actually like it a lot. Got nothing bad to say about this. So far, it looks very good. The entire game looks very good.
To see and things to do here. A couple of inns, a medic, a blacksmith, an armorer, and other merchants. You can see that not only the vampires came out of the shadows. This creature on the right is called an Uriash. Look around, especially at night, and you'll learn humans have lots to fear, not just the vampires. And here we can see guards pounding on some poor guy's doors.
What is it about?
Singing songs that mocked him and the faith.
Who told you this nonsense? Was it Livia?
It's just one of many different community scenes we're implementing in the game. Watch them closely when you play, as they might point you to new quests and hidden treasures, or signal changes in the game's world.
Once again, I humbly beg of thee.
I humbly...
Ouch!
I don't want to say it, Mum.
It's a prayer. It's what we have to say. Go on.
I humbly beg of thee, protect him and
Okay, we are at the Cathedral gates. Again, since Cohen isn't yet wanted by the vampire regime, and it's daytime, we can simply walk inside.
It's beautiful. So far, it's been beautiful.
The baptism of a newborn is a solemn moment, doubly so. A new life joins our flock, bringing happiness to its parents and to the congregation. Natus ex sanguine est, alitur sanguine, et in sanguine morietur. Ego te baptizo in nomine Dei. Amen. Don't I know you from somewhere, young man? Laslia, maybe?
I'm sorry, but you must be mistaken.
Am I? Perhaps. Perhaps. My memory isn't what it used to be. Come with me. I'll take your confession.
Thank you, but I have no need for confession.
Ah. So you deem your conscience clear?
I wouldn't go that far. But I'm sure you're a busy man, Father. So while I appreciate the offer, I feel that my soul shouldn't be your priority.
I won't press the matter. You are quite correct. I have many other duties to attend to. But please remember that in order to be saved, we all need to repent. Myself included. I hope we can speak again soon. Good day to you, Cohen.
Voice acting is not top notch, but it's fine. It does the job. We can't expect Witcher writing, because Witcher was done by the book. I don't know about this game. We'll see, I guess. I really don't know what to say. It looks fine.
What we saw right here was just one of many cutscenes we recorded for the game, which smoothly transitioned into a dialogue scene. We use cutscenes to highlight key scenes or showcase interesting bits of lore. Like this blood baptism. Creepy, isn't it? The core feature of the Blood of Dawnwalker is the dual gameplay loop. Remember, Cohen may be a human during the day, but he turns into a vampire at night and has a different set of skills at his disposal. And this is just one variable that affects our quests. Depending on when you tackle a particular quest, what choices you've made earlier, whom you befriended, or whom you've angered, your gameplay and story experience will be very, very different. So each quest is a complex structure with multiple possible paths leading to the end goal. We maximize players' freedom and agency, offering you a narrative sandbox to play in. I wonder what secrets may be concealed up there, just beyond Cohen's reach. And how do we get there? It's impossible to do during the day, but come night, it's an entirely different story. Let us explain what we mean by taking our current quest as an example. During the day,
he turns into Batman during night.
We got inside the cathedral without any problems, since it's open for all to see and Cohen doesn't yet stand out from the crowd. The scaffolds, though, are outside of his reach. But climbing them won't be a problem for the vampire, who has many more exploration abilities at his disposal. Bear in mind, Cohen has not completed the quest yet.
I gotta say, again, this looks freaking great for a brand new game, and I gotta say that they got balls to innovate here and to actually create a new title. I really like it.
More, there are still a few clues to be found in order to solve this story. It's worth mentioning that narrative sandbox also means that we may completely abandon this quest and follow a different path to defeat Brensis. For today, we're focusing on the gameplay part, so let's see how we could tackle this particular quest during the night. We're starting right after dusk, as a vampire, on the rooftops of Svatro. Right now, we have 22 days left to complete this goal. This counter is always displayed and you will be warned each time it's pushed forward. So you have to be aware of the time, and it's more of a resource you'll be spending than a racing clock. As a vampire, you'll see and experience the world from a different perspective. You can travel quickly and easily access places beyond the reach of regular humans. Let us show you what we mean. This is Shadow Step, a unique vampiric ability allowing Cohen to jump to almost any place within his reach. Now let's take a good look around using the focus mode. This ability...
This game seems way much more fun during night than during the day, to be honest, but that's how it is. It really looks great during night.
Highlights objects of interest and loot. And there is something right here. This time it's just some items to grab, but on other occasions, who knows, you might come across a hidden quest. Looks like our health is quite low. This is because, as a vampire, your health bar also represents your hunger level, and you start each night thirsting for blood. Remember, you have to quench this appetite in order to make full use of your vampire abilities, and rein in your monstrous nature around NPCs. Otherwise, you may end up draining someone important, which may lead to unpredictable consequences. We'd better feed then. Maybe on someone who is standing all alone. Like this drunkard. Let's grab him and use Voracious Bite ability. Unless you lose control due to hunger, you get to decide how much blood to drink. You can drain just a bit and knock your victim unconscious, or go all the way and kill them. And if you're adamant you don't want to hurt innocent humans, you can drink from animals and some other creatures. Finally, we are at the cathedral, but it seems to be closed for the night, and the entrance gate is well guarded. Let's find another way in.
It's gonna be one amazing game. I can't wait for the release. Probably next year. There is no way they can release this year. Next year, probably. And then the patches and whatnot. It should be fully playable by 2027.
Is not the only vampiric ability you're gonna learn during your playthrough. Cohen can also use plane shift to scale walls and even ceilings smoothly. This will allow us to explore every nook and cranny of the cathedral.
Blood to blood.
Better be quiet.
Unreal how great it looks like, and all of this bloody gameplay with platforming and everything. Like, it's really amazing.
You shall become Kenya's prince.
Is that voyeurist Zanthy? What the hell is she doing here? What is she doing? Is that a ritual for the blood gods?
You shall want for nothing.
They're covering up the old paintings. Why? One of the workers must have left it. Seems that the cathedral complex is quite big. The main building, cloisters, inner courtyard. The entrance to the crypt could be anywhere. Won't get anything done just standing around. Still.
This was a scene investigation, a mechanic we used to zoom in on and showcase key clues. This time we had a chance to learn more about the vampire's plans. Looks like they're keen to cover up the old frescoes, so that's something we could take a look at. This way we could learn more about the cathedral's past.
Blood to blood.
Looks like we aren't alone here. Underneath us there's a group of blood guards, soldiers hooked up on vampire blood, which makes them stronger, and one of Brances's vampire allies. It's Zanthy, the oldest vampire in Vale Sangora, and quite a powerful lady. Let's descend and check what's going on.
Don't think I don't see you skulking in the shadows. Come out! You're interfering with my task. Who are you?
It doesn't matter.
Very well. I don't have time for interruptions. Let us dispose of him. Quickly! You've withstood it. Fascinating.
Cohen is using his claws to attack when in vampire form. Blood guards are dual-wielding opponents. Their attacks are pretty strong. Of course, even when fighting with claws, combat is still directional. Don't worry, Cohen can still use his sword as a vampire.
You haven't lived long.
Only
The game feels like 10 times faster when you're a vampire. He looks more agile, definitely easier combat during night than when you play as the actual human during the day, from what I've seen at the start of the game, okay? I don't know.
after defeating all three of the blood guards, Zanthy deems Cohen worthy of a challenge, and she descends to face him. She uses her blood control powers to cast a multitude of attacks, like her blood whips, that hit Cohen from left and right. Zanthy is protected by a powerful vampire ability. Once her stamina runs out, Cohen will have an opportunity to strike and deal some damage. But be careful, cause Zanthy is quick to counterattack, and she will also try to restore her blood. Meanwhile, look at the indicator just below her health and stamina. It's a timer for the boiling blood skill that you've seen in the CGI trailer. So, if we don't hurry, the timer goes down to 0 and Cohen will eventually explode. And we're dead. Remember, we were only mid-game here, and Zanthy is one of the game's most punishing enemies. Defeating her right here and right now is very much possible, but it would be hellishly difficult. A fun challenge for hardcore players. Otherwise, we could load the game and explore the cathedral without drawing her attention. Or try to get to her while she's not surrounded by bodyguards. 2026.
He said 2027?
But that's coming in 2026. For now...
Okay, like I said, I don't see it coming before 2026. I love it. It's finally a brand new title, a brand new game. It has Witcher vibes. I would say it's darker than Witcher, but it's gonna be great. I have no doubts about it. I really like it. This is a pre-order. I rarely say that. I rarely pre-order anything at all. This is a pre-order. Easy, no need to think about anything at all. It could be a game of the year as well. Don't know what's coming out in 2026. This can easily be game of the year. That's how it looks like to me. Like Expedition 33 will be game of the year now in 2025. This is game of the year for 2026. I'm shocked how great it is. Of course, they need to work on face animations, maybe a bit on voice acting, maybe a bit on UI and so on, make the game look better, run smoother and whatnot. But they got like year and a half left until release. And who knows, they might even delay to 2027. It's gonna be a great game. Anyways, that's my first impression about the gameplay for the Blood of the Dawnwalker. I love it. Thanks for watching, people, and I'll be seeing you on the next one.